every time there's like, jeez, there's like this weird cutoff, so it's just me always like kind of half talking, and it sounds really dumb.
Oh, I can hear us though.
You got volume.
Okay. That being said, oh good, I forgot to change the missing T on the Electric Dice Podcast. That's fun. Electric Dice Podcast. There it is, slowly coming.
We're the podcast.
Yeah, we're the podcast. Yeah.
Enemy
still
Within.
Playing the Enemy Within. You want to finish it off?
Enemy Within Session 5 under the same Semaphore.
Semaphore. I don't know, it might be Semaphore. I've never heard it pronounced, so. Yes, under the same semaphore, because that's definitely a word, and it exists. So, we, what was the, like, actual last thing we saw? Because I know it was, Kurt and Godfrey running away from you guys like damn little cowards.
Mike's little friend was drawing eldritch things with blood.
Ew, oh, that's right, that did happen, didn't it?
Oh, yeah,
Mike's muted.
He murdered the dude under the rock.
Tentacle drawing
I've been muted for like 30 minutes. I've just been chatting away with you guys.
I thought it was weird, but I was like, I don't know, maybe he doesn't care.
Cool. Wow, Mike, the most vocal. Yeah. Oddly quiet today.
There were several times I thought you responded to me too. That's really weird.
That's upsetting. Almost had it. So, is your tentacle still doing awful things, Mike?
I mean,
I'm not stopping it.
Who can? Who can?
No one. It's true.
He's his own little buddy now.
He's his own. Ugh, never mind. I don't like.
I mean,
this.
I do know I have a nice little crossbow bolt.
Your leg's all janked up.
Yeah, it's true. His leg is out. So, as I was reviewing the rules today at lunch with Riley, technically he should have been conscious for about another round or two, and then dropped into unconsciousness. But, you know, so we got a little jump on it. It's fine. It happens sometimes. He's happy.
Can we drag him over to the fire pit?
If you like, yeah. So, we have 2 of you, 3 of you? 3 of you, right, because this guy ran. Just kind of in this, like, dank little basement alleyway, right, underneath the ruins of the old... it's basically like a signal station or a switch station. Before the telegraph existed, some genius by the name of, I don't remember, figured out that you can see things from really far away, especially if they're very large. So he developed, like, this code system where you would, like, basically have, like, a couple arms and then, like, little shutters that would turn back and forth, and they would either be, like, red or blue or green or blue, whatever. They're 2 different colors. And you could arrange them in such a way to pass a message from one station to the next. So you could get, like, word of, like, an invading army or, like, a tragedy or, right, something going on. Basically that scene in Lord of the Rings where they like the signal fires, but more than just, like, a binary yes or no.
You can also get maybe.
Right, you can get maybe and, like, run and come help us and trade and we've been attacked.
Mostly.
So that's what the semaphore is. No, not mostly maybe, goddammit. That's what the semaphore is, and that's what you're under.
So call me maybe.
You sound robot-y too.
I don't know.
Somebody
no.
Everyone sounded robot-y for a second.
Maybe it's just a connection.
If everyone sounds like a robot, you might be a robot.
If everyone sounds like a robot, does no one sound like a robot?
Ooh. Wise words.
Anyway, so yeah, you're dragging Finn, further into the evil room?
Am I still conscious or am I unconscious at this point?
You will be slipping into... I mean, we said you were unconscious, so I'm going to keep you unconscious, sorry.
Alright, cool.
Alright, does it look like we need to, like, get his leg all cauterized? How janked up is he?
He's very janked and you're still robot-y again. Did you go back into Slack?
No.
Yes, you did, didn't you? You hesitated. Yes, Finn's leg is definitely fucked up. Not that any of you, I don't believe, are trained in medicine, but as we were talking about it, he has a major muscle tear and a minor bone break.
Ooh, I
bone
hate
break
that.
is not so bad that... Neither of them are so bad that they require surgery. Both of them will be affecting him for about a month. Riley, can you roll a d10?
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Did the robotness go away?
Nope.
Is that good or bad?
It's almost the worst.
Oh!
Hey!
I mean, one more would have been the worst.
Well, it's not the worst.
Yeah, right. So you have it scrolled up here. Oh wait, hold on. Nope, that's not it. They're right there, as you can see in chat. Torn muscle major, minus 20% on all tests involving the left leg, and you have half movement. That'll heal in 27 days, assuming someone can do a successful heal check on you. They can speed that up slightly.
Okay.
From your bone break, you have a minus 30 effective strength and agility for the next 30 plus D10 days, so 39 as it turns out.
Wait, what was that again?
It's all right here. If you're looking at the stream, I pasted it earlier. That's where you rolled for the D10. It was D10 plus 30, so 30.
Oh, okay.
39.
Oh yeah, I see it. Cool. That's cool.
Yeah, so your leg's done fucked up. That's fine. That happens sometimes. And they just kind of drag your unconscious body into the basement of this place.
Yeah, let's get in there.
And then what's like the first thing you're doing? So Fiazza, you
Let's,
kind of drag him in. Booger, what are you up to?
Just playing.
With bodies?
Yeah, just... just...
Oh, no.
Yeah,
What they got?
playing. Yeah, I think we did... Didn't we already loot him? I think I'm looting.
We didn't loot him yet, but I am about this.
Yeah, okay.
You just tossed me in a corner. Alright.
Like, just prop you up on the rock with the smush guy under it.
Right, like, he doesn't seem to be bleeding out. We got time to loot. Okay.
Right.
So
This is what he would want.
yeah, we're gonna cut away from that scene with one last little nugget of information. So both of you kind of slid in. This is Mike. He's a big boy now.
Slid in.
Yeah. Stop it.
What? I thought it was a possum. Oh, I am the possum.
We'll just do that.
I'm the possum.
No, I'm the possum.
Oh
No.
my God.
Amanda's the possum.
Why is Amanda
Thank you,
always the
Dave.
possum?
Because she was small and cute. She's a little halfling.
Look at me. I'm adorable.
And you're a nasty
Stabby.
little long boy. And this is where we wish we could actually spam the long boy, you know?
Yeah.
The last thing we see and hear from this scene before we fade out is these are two kegs down here, right? They're both just standing casks of ale. And from inside one of them you can hear like a semi-hollow like somebody's yelling trapped inside one of those.
Oh, wow.
We just fade away. Alright, Rorgel.
Hi.
So something possessed you to not go or get off the boat and fuck around with this nonsense. So what was it?
Like I mentioned to you earlier, I think Rorgel felt a little queasy, perhaps from the sea, perhaps from Booger's gross tentacle coming out of his belly button.
It was pretty gross.
Ugh.
Keeps making that noise too, and that's not making it any better.
No,
Don't hate Mr.
that's-
Wiggle.
That's also awful.
Oh, he named it Mr. Wiggle too.
Oh,
Okay,
no.
well that makes it way worse.
Yeah, of course he named it Mr.
Can-
Wiggle.
Can we be on the boat with him?
He named it
Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle.
No.
Aw.
Nope.
Can my leg be normal again?
Only if you use it to kill Mike.
I take my meaty thigh and wrap it around his neck.
It's flexible because the bone's all borked.
Okay, so basically what happened was you were just like, I feel sick, I can't get off, and yeah, Booger is upsetting to begin with, so
Yeah.
yeah, that makes sense. Okay, so you are you're continuing to sail with the two brothers, so let me figure out exactly which which place you're going to. There's a town that's pretty close to where you are. Why did I close that fucking map? Why am I an idiot? Matterheim. No, not Matterheim. Bieberdorf.
Ooh.
Yeah, Bieberdorf, because that's a place apparently.
All right.
It's kind of equidistant between Nuln and Bogenhafen, which is like the next really big place. Bogenhafen is not that big, but it's like, you know, a reasonably sized town. So there's like a little bit of trade going on here in Bieberdorf. And that's probably where you're pulling into, like, the next morning. I'm just wondering if there's anything in particular that's going on the boat. Are you just, like, still sitting there, like, scratching away at records trying to figure out how you can turn a profit out of this job?
Yeah, well, can't read, so...
True. Very, very true.
So looking at records being like, now what's these squiggles mean?
Like, fuck, I wrote
Money
that, but I forgot
papers.
what it said.
Yeah, in hindsight, probably should have took reading and writing
That's fair.
as a skill. Thought it was a given, but I'm a dummy.
I mean, so is the rest of the world, so that's fine.
Not me.
Well, that's true. You can read.
A privileged, noble life.
Look at me.
Yeah, so I imagine Rorgel is, you know, helping man the ship, helping... I keep calling them Helter and Skelter, even though I know it's wrong.
That's fine.
But-
They are Dieter and Richter von Linden, but you can call them
Dieter
whatever
and
you,
Richter.
you can call them whatever you like.
Yeah. Yeah, I believe, like, I'm trying to make small talk with them and
Okay.
get some insight into their general business.
Sure. Yeah, I mean, so they, you know, they transport goods and stuff, but, like, they're also smugglers, right, by trade. You want to give me a +10 social roll of some kind, as you're kind of probing away at, like, what it is they do and how you can make some money.
A +10 social roll of some kind. Okay, well, let's go with charm,
Sure. Makes
I
sense.
guess. That sounds reasonable.
I'm down with that.
The level.
You're so social.
Dude, I am a social butterfly.
Hmm.
I'm also a butterfly.
I'm also, yeah, by that very nature, and if you've been paying attention, I'm also a butterfly.
Alright, so this is not working. It is not
Hmm.
bringing up a dice prompt for me, so
If we
We're-
go into Rorgel, and you said charm?
yeah.
Charm, and you get a +10.
Alright, thank you.
Look at that, you succeeded. Why do I even have players? I'll just play by myself. No, I'm kidding. I'd be so boring. I'd be so predictable. I know all of his moves. Okay, cool. So, a success. 2 success levels. Yeah, I think we just... we hear you talking, right? The scene fades away from, like, the guy, like... right, pounding. And we mimic it by the camera being in, like, the smuggler's hold of the ship. And then it's, like, Dieter, like, pulling, you know, a cord. And, like, yes, this is where we keep all of the fanciest stuff. Down in here. And he, like, you know, he gets really, like, super close to the camera.
I like that.
Yeah, he's like, only fit, like... 2 dogs or maybe 1 dead body. He's just staring at you.
Interesting.
Interesting measurements.
Yeah, very, very unique measurements, if I do say so.
Yeah. Richter's coming behind. He's like, we fit as many dogs as you want to steal. That's fine. You're part of our crew now.
Is it profitable stealing dogs?
Very small, very vicious. Yes.
The profits are vicious?
No, the dogs are vicious. That's why you keep them way back. Lots of them. They keep themselves busy.
Okay.
I'm in.
So, what do you think you want to trade for? I forgot. I just know it was Justin Bieber. I don't remember the name of the town.
Beaverton.
I don't think it was Beaverton.
Justin Bieberton.
Justin
Or
Bieberton.
Justin Beaverton.
And I'm sorry, Dave. I missed what you actually said in all of this.
Basically, they're asking if you have like any, like, oh, I'm planning to like, I'm trying to make my money in salt or cigarettes or mead or yeah, they're just making small talk.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Rorgel tells him, he's looking to, get his foot in the door wherever he can to begin his life as a merchant.
Sure. Okay. Yeah, no, you picked the right crew. This is a good ship. Very reliable. Richter's like, very fast. We're making good time.
I can't wait till we can get this ship. I've heard it's fast.
Okay. I want to cut back to the other scene, and then hopefully we're going to hit night there, and then we can have you arriving. Because you only had one more night before you made town.
Perfect.
All right. So we cut back in on the action. You guys found like a couple of swords. You recognize, so there's swords. There's still like a smattering of crossbow bolts. Although you didn't find a crossbow.
Oh no.
That's bullshit.
Well, I mean, he ran off with it. And, like the basic sundries of, like, this and that, of people having lived here for, like, more than just a night, but, like, people that are used to traveling on the road, right? Whatever passes is, like, MREs and, rations kind of stuff. But I want pick one of you that's conscious to roll the actual search check. The other one's just giving you a bonus of +20. Or whatever passes as search. It's probably not an actual search skill.
I mean, Booger's probably the one wandering around at this point, as I was dragging Riley in there.
I mean, that probably didn't take that long, so if you have a better...
Yeah, I think perception's probably the easiest.
Let me check.
I have a horrible perception, eh?
Yeah, it's 25.
My perception is 31.
Okay, so you can do it with a +10 if you'd like.
+10?
Yeah. Or, I think I said 20, because, what's his face is helping you? Booger.
+20.
Nice. Man, okay. So, we are holding on the camera, right? It's looking over this fire, this kind of, like, it is not raging or anything, right? Like, that makes it look, like, much more impressive than it actually is. It's cooking. It's warm. They seem to have burned, like, some robes, or maybe, like a couple, like, blankets. It's not entirely clear what's in there, but by the time you're, like, poking around in there, all of it's, like, pretty much just turned to ash, right? We do, like, a quick, like, time-lapse thing of some evidence that had been burning away that you now cannot identify.
Aw.
But, I mean, you still find the swords, a bunch of crossbow bolts, and then just, like, basic, like, food and whatnot. Like a deck of cards, some dice.
I can't see anything that I can make out as legible letters because I can read.
Yeah. And 6 silver pieces across, like, the room, like in, 2 piles where people were gambling.
I mean, there's 3 of us. That's 2 apiece. Unless I take Riley's for safekeeping.
Yeah, so I want to know, what are you doing about, like, the...
So we can hear that, right?
1200%. Like, it is basically all you can hear, and it is coming from that keg.
Booger, go check it out.
Why me?
It could be a new friend.
Booger waddles on over.
That's fucking up, Amanda. That was some duplicitous shit.
He, like, starts knocking back.
Oh.
Wow. Yeah, I think I pop it open.
Okay. Yeah,
What's
so,
going
like,
on?
everyone can picture what I'm talking about here, right? Like the big, like comically oversized, like casks that would like be used to age, several barrels.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like at this point, like they've drained one of them. They're working on the second one, and they just like pried a couple boards off, shoved somebody in there, and then sealed it back up.
Obviously, they gotta be good guys if the enemies threw them in there.
Okay, so you just kind of rip it open, right, Mike?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So tumbling out of it, like desperate and feverish, is like a man, pretty scrawny, several days removed from shaving, right, but already possessing of like a very extreme mustache and goatee. Dirty fingernails, kind of bloodied from like trying to fight his way off, and he just sort of like tumbles out with like that manic energy of someone who's like super desperate and thinks that they can take on the world, and then like reality hits him that he hasn't eaten in several days, and he's been like pounding and fighting and slamming his shoulder against the side of this thing.
Sure.
And he like kind of half collapses, still like desperately looking around, and he reaches like instinctively for his side where Booger knows he'd be reaching for a weapon, but there is not one there. And he just looks up at you. He's like, What have you done with my captors?"
Well? And I just look over at one of the dead bodies.
Right, we do that rack focus. And he like gets up a little, doesn't succeed terribly well, and like limp crawls his way towards that room. You doing anything in particular?
I think I just watch him.
You just
I just walk with him. Yeah, I'm like, look at my new friend.
My body slightly slumps over to the dead body under the rock.
You just.
I mean, he looks non-threatening, right? He's just kind of walking in, looking around.
I mean, he's barely walking. He looks crazy, but he hasn't killed anyone yet. So.
Okay, what were you doing in the barrel?
Yeah, he's like still like very much focused on the bodies, and he's like, "I am a road warden, and you will address me thusly." Yeah, he'll be this evil-looking face because I can't find anything better.
Road warden. We have the money papers.
Yeah, and he's like, like kind of half up, like breathing heavy. He's like, "What?" And he looks, and he grabs just like a loose tile or something off of the fucking floor, and he's still closing in on those bodies.
So can you tell us what our characters might know about road wardens?
Yeah. Basically, they are employed by like each country, but they're kind of like a loose affiliation across the whole empire, right? Somewhere between like a sheriff and a state trooper.
Sure.
It's not a glamorous job. It's not a very good job even, but they are at least reasonably well trained, although they are wildly inconsistent between like actually good people that want the world to be a better place and like woefully corrupt and inept.
Right. I wonder what Booger would do here. Because Booger's not really what you would call a good guy.
Yeah, I mean, you're used to these guys, like, ruining scams for you. Like,
right.
If Booger's, like, dressed up in tatters and robes and hanging out on the side of the road thinking someone's gonna feel bad for him and give him money, the road wardens either A, shake you down, or B, kick you fucking out of this place.
Right.
So, I mean, the saying you have money papers is the correct move. It just made no sense to him whatsoever.
Because money papers.
We have a job request to be here. We took down these guys that imprisoned you in the barrel.
Yeah, he looks and he's like, "You'll have my thanks thusly," and he grabs the like tile and just slams it into the head of probably Kai, the muscle, because that's probably the one, the guy who's pressed under the boulder.
Under the rock.
Yeah, who's probably the one who forced him in there. And it's just like a bloody, gory mess. And he like, completely wins him. He like flops over, and he grabs the tile again and like smashes the head in once more. Like full Tarantino.
Just gets all over Riley.
Oh yeah, Riley's covered in blood. Other people's blood, his blood.
The Beastman coat blood.
Yeah, the Beastman coat blood. Several things that look like blood. Yeah, and he just like... Hugo Bairn. Road Warden Captain.
Ooh, Captain.
These are my men.
Ooh.
And he looks around and is like... They deserve better than this. Those damn... Schatzenheimers. Fucking thieves.
Their leader did get away.
And he narrows his eyes. He said, Kurt!
I say that a lot at work.
I mumble a little bit in my unconsciousness. Like,
what do you say? Oh, just because you hate the hate guys.
Yeah, I just hear the name.
Yeah, there's a kindred spirit here. He's like, Miss, I hate to trouble you, but would you please bring me a drink and perhaps some of that food? And he points just at the table that's got, like Skyrim levels of like fresh bread and apples just tucked away inexplicably.
They're always good. They never spoil.
They never spoil.
Never
It's
spoil.
The magic of the, what the fuck, Draugr? Is that what they're called?
Sure.
The zombie, like...
I'll play
word.
waitress here.
He asked very politely.
Excuse me,
he's half
Bench.
dead. I get it. I help him out. I bring him some food, bring him some drink. Make him comfortable on the floor next to the dead guy's head puddle.
Oh, that's a sentence.
He dips his
The
bread
dead
in there.
guy's head puddle.
We
Dead guy's head. I can't.
So we're here to search for a ring for this acquisition request. Do you know anything about it?
Yeah, he like tucks into the meal pretty quickly, and he's like, it's, a ring? And I think I overheard Kerr talking about it. Yes. Is it valuable? I assumed everything that cheap flop had was nothing but scheming trinkets.
Not sure of value. It does hold quite sentimental value to the person who wants it.
No doubt he stole it from someone, yes. We shall have him in kind.
Are you saying Kurt stole it?
Yes, who else?
That's cool.
Sweet.
Classic Kurt stealing rings.
Mm-hmm.
Is there anything else down here of value?
You may perhaps be surprised to discover I saw precious little of the room when his brigands came upon me from underneath it. My men were taken out quite soundly, although there are more Schatzenheimers than there are bodies here. How many did you say escaped?
I only saw one.
Two.
As Riley just death rattles from the rock.
Two. Stumbles over again.
Two have escaped. I'm good at my reading and my writing, but not my maths.
That is a trait you share with many from the Empire. The more complicated of the academic sciences. And he's like drawing on the stone in blood from the guy's blood pool, and he's explaining to you some mathematical formula. I don't know that you care.
It's just like addition.
Yeah, it's literally a
2 plus 2.
It's like, so when I saw them, there were 6 figures.
This many.
I found 3 of my bodies.
That's quite all right.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look around and see if we can find anything of value or noteworthy to see where they might have ran off to.
Sure. Yeah, I was gonna say, Booger, what are you up to?
Booger's watching the cop, and he's kind of like... he's like in the corner having a conversation with his tentacle.
No.
Oh,
Where he's like...
is it on display?
No, not... I think that it knows not to be on display. He doesn't know not to show it.
Yeah. So, bringing a mutant into town is a good way to get yourself a free meal, because you're like, look, we're killing it. It's awful, isn't it? Yeah.
I think... yeah, I think he's like looking in his rags, and you see him like shaking his head no, and
Don't do it.
and it's like wiggling a little bit. And he looks up and he's like, "Hey, Mr. Roadman."
Yeah, he's like finishing, he's sopping up the rest of, his meal with his little biscuit there, and he pops it into his mouth, and he looks at you and just goes,
What do I get for getting you out of the barrel?
He gives you a very hard look. Let me see what skill he's going to use here.
Don't be using skills on me.
Intimidate, obviously.
Makes sense. He wants to be a scary man.
Yeah, how is Booger's relationship with police in general? Are they people
Bad.
he's afraid of, or are they people he wants to defy?
He is afraid of them, but he does secretly want to defy them.
Okay, but he's more likely to be afraid than he is to like meet this guy's gaze.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Okay, I'm just calling this a simple test then. He's got a pretty substantial... It's not actually a modifier, he's just got intimidation trained. So, let's see. Okay, yeah. He gives you a look that's like, even without this weapon, I'm gonna come over there and I'm gonna show you exactly what you get.
Yeah, I think Booger just, like, averts his gaze.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I think that's enough. He's like... He stares at you for a while, and when he sees that you're, like, not rising to the occasion or yelling and everything, he looks and goes... He almost says, "My good man," and then thinks better of it. He's like... Well, you have done your good deed for the day, yes? And he kind of gestures to the room.
One a day, sir.
Let's see if we can double that then. But yes, anything we cannot verifiably prove is stolen. Anything that does not need returning to its original master. Those swords, for example. Be yours to keep.
Was there anything special about those swords?
That doesn't really sound like you're... Like, Booger starts to go like, that doesn't sound like you're giving me anything's better of it. It's like, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, so Fiazza, you were poking into the next room, yeah?
Yep. I'm looking around.
Yeah, so this is still like half filled with mead, which is probably good for, a couple more silver if you found a way to get it out of here. And then you can see, like, even from standing right there, you can see, like, a pouch of gold coins kind of slumped over on a table.
Alright, I'm not gonna just run in there, because that dude said there were traps.
Make the cop get it.
He did. I vaguely remember.
And there's also a note that says traps.
Yeah.
Yeah, you left a note. I made sure you left a note because I'm unconscious and can't warn you about the traps.
Yeah, there's traps. I think stealth would be good against traps.
Perception first and then stealth, yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna roll my perception. Do I have any modifiers?
I'll give you a plus 10 just for the simple fact that you have been told there's something in here and there's no time sensitive. Okay. So,
Bleh.
The camera sees that the carpet here, right? There's a board laying over a pit, right? For the first like 2 steps, and then the third step, there's nothing, right? We can just see the way it's kind of like pulled over. Fiazza does not notice that, however.
No.
And there's gold coins in that room.
I feel like I'm not as goal-driven as some of our other companions.
Uh-huh.
But you're a halfling and curious.
Yeah.
I mean,
You are that.
I am that. I do come from a background. Alright. What do I do? Do I hit that step?
I mean, are you going in for the coins?
She is.
Or I could tell Booker.
You could.
I mean, those coins aren't going anywhere.
I mean, if you tell Booger, he'll probably.
Hey,
So you're not allowed to metagame because you failed the check. You told me you were
Yeah.
looking around for things. So if there's a compelling
Yeah.
reason why you're like, I see coins,
So-
I don't see any danger, but I
yeah,
wouldn't
I'm
go
probably. I mean, I'm looting stuff.
in. Okay.
All right, yeah, I'm going in there. What do I do?
Roll me a d3.
All right,
I would have gone in all day.
yeah.
If you get a 1, you're safe.
Just a D3.
Mm-mm.
Frick, how do I roll just a die?
/R space
3 or D3?
d3.
No.
So
You're
your
dead.
first step's good. Even the second step's good, but it's that third step, you know. Your whole leg
Gets
just
me every
sinks
time.
in through. And then
Is it a spike pit?
Well, hold on. Let's get to that. Let's get to that. Yeah, the whole leg goes through, and you're like scrambling, and the board just kind of like tilts forwards, and just deposits you right in. The first question is,
Is it a spike pit?
yeah,
Is it a spike pit?
okay. So it goes about 20 feet down. So it's a pretty substantial pit. But no, it is not a spiked pit. Oh shoot, I didn't bring my cheat sheet in with me. Riley, do you have your cheat sheet handy?
I do.
It had specific falling damage.
Falling?
Yeah, it was like on the bottom, I think.
It says 3 damage plus 1d10 for every yard fallen.
Oh fuck.
This is reduced by toughness bonus, but not armor.
What the fuck's a yard?
Oh gosh.
Is it
How many
three?
feet are in a yard?
Is it 3?
It's 20.
No, it's not.
I tried, Amanda.
I don't get an athletics roll?
Ooh, yeah. Rules lawyer.
3 feet in a yard.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay.
Yes,
I got
it.
actual points in this one.
Okay, so wait,
Squid wins.
it was 3 damage per yard?
No, 3 damage plus 1d10 for every yard fallen.
Holy shit.
That's a lot.
Holy shit.
Can I roll athletics?
Hold on. It's reduced
Amanda's
by
dead.
your toughness. I don't think there's anything else involved in that, but let's figure out how much that is too.
Alright, my toughness is 30.
Yeah, so you're reducing it by 3. Oh, God damn it. Why can't I math today?
So it's whatever the D10 ends up being, because it's already taking away the 3,
There's
right?
multiple D10s, though.
Oh.
Yeah.
You just took a lot of damage.
I'm dead.
This game is too realistic.
No,
I
you're
fall
not.
and I broke my neck and I can't get back up.
Go ahead and make a athletics check.
Yay.
Actually, I feel like
It's gonna be really bad. It's gonna be like a critical fail.
Well, I mean, then you might die. These things happen.
No modifier, right? Because it was a surprise.
Yeah, just go for it.
Yep.
Okay.
I feel
Man.
like in real life we could survive falling 20 feet.
How am I falling? Feet first or face first?
Oops. I don't know, but painfully, that's for sure. Okay, let me
God.
pull
Oh.
up the crit fail chart. Go ahead and roll a D100. I want to see what you
Okay.
do land on. I'm gonna laugh if it's face.
One
21.
rusty nail.
21. Hit locations 21. Left arm or secondary arm.
I only got 5 health points.
Yeah, no, this puts you down immediately. You hit the bottom of this thing and just mercifully black out from the pain.
That's good.
That's good.
Yeah.
Finn, I did throw your 2 silver in your pocket for what it's worth.
Oh, sweet. That's all I care about.
What do we hear?
Crack.
And probably
Ooh.
a lot
My
of
arm?
yelling and then a very sudden silence.
I yelp, and then I pass out.
I look over at the cop.
Yeah, I mean, he stumbles to his feet quicker than you would have expected, but you can see that, like, if this is an actual fight, he's not in it for the long haul.
Right. Does he go over?
He looks at you first, trying to see what you're doing.
I think Booger goes over slowly.
Yeah, I mean, like, to be completely honest, you might have let him out, but that still doesn't mean you're a friend.
Sure.
He grabs a sword off the ground or wherever you guys had them, because I doubt. Although that would explain why Amanda took 26 damage when she fell down a hole, carrying 3 swords with her.
Jeez. That would. Yeah.
I was just walking around with him?
No, I'm just saying it would have been... Like, nothing else explains 26 damage for falling 22 feet. Like, Lord knows I don't want to fall 22 feet, but I also don't think it would kill, like, a normal human in their prime.
Yeah.
It probably would, but not if they're landing on their left arm.
Yeah, that's fair.
I am healthy. I am well fed.
I cannot find the crit fail tables to save my life. And the book is, like, not loading correctly at all. Conditions. I think it's near conditions.
Booger comes in to figure out what happened and sees the money and ignores me.
No.
Shiny.
Oh, God, that would be so bad.
Oh, Penny!
Look at them gold pennies!
Well, I imagine I can see the pit now that, like, the thing's opened up, right?
Yeah, the board fell away, the blanket
Did the
fell
board
away.
fall on top of me?
Yes.
Yeah, probably.
For flavor, yes.
I literally cannot fucking find this table.
That's what killed you.
The board.
I'm gonna get some liquid refreshment. I'll be right back.
Yeah, I apologize.
Why?
I literally found the location chart, the first fucking thing I clicked, and now the crit fail chart is, like, forever eluding me. And we literally had it at lunch today.
Is there a chance that she lives?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I
Okay.
mean, she might need immediate medical attention, and that might be very bad. But yeah, it's not a guarantee that she's dead.
Just patch me up with some of that alcohol and I'm good to go.
I mean, I don't know how we're gonna get down there.
I don't know, this handy dandy map's got some beds. Let's tie some sheets together.
Amanda, go ahead and roll one more D percentile. This is for...
One more what?
One more D percentile. One more D100, sorry.
No, you're good. It just cut out.
Wow, that was a really good roll.
Yay!
Thank God something went right.
Yeah. So same thing as before. Technically, she should be up for like a round or two. Because like just going to like 0 and taking damage doesn't actually like put you unconscious. It just puts you prone. But I'm also gonna say 26 damage was enough to do that. It's actually 29. Because it was 3 plus the d10s. But you rolled a 2 on the critical wound for the arm. So you only have, and I'm adding some of this because of the wounds you took too. So you only have a badly jarred arm. Your arm is badly jarred in the attack. Drop what was ever held in that hand, which is useless for 1d10 minus your toughness bonus rounds. For this time, treat the hand as lost, although it is not actually lost. So, like, what must have happened is you fell and, like, scrambled and grabbed onto the board, which got, like, jammed in there for a moment, and then, like, tried to clamber up the blanket, or, like, the rug, right? And then just, like, got tangled up in that, and then, like, you know, popped your arm out of socket a little bit, and only fell about halfway down, and then fell.
Yeah.
So
Did I take any actual damage? I'm at 5 right now.
Yeah, you're at 0. You
Okay.
are prone. You took 26. You took 29 wounds. I just am not particularly interested in the game just like killing you outright for a 20-foot drop.
Yeah.
So we rolled a crit fail, and it gave you like the second most mild injury possible. So.
And suddenly Booger is the leader of the party.
Yeah, by virtue of being the only member left alive. Or conscious. Okay, cool. Yeah, so, Booger, what do you... I mean, like, you see what you see. She's down at the bottom of this pit. There are, there's a pile of crap on top of her. There's a once fancy 4-post bed. Like a...
Couldn't have landed on that.
Yeah. Dresser, couple rugs that have all kind of like slowly slipped into this pit, and then a like a little table with like a crude wooden desk.
Yeah, where's the cop?
He's kind of moving more or less right alongside you.
So are we both looking down the hole?
No, he hasn't stepped up to the hole. He's kind of taking in the room, expecting someone to come like running from the far side there.
Yeah, I think I wait for him to come look in the hole.
No.
Don't say no.
Don't push him in the hole.
I have no idea what I'm about to do.
Mm-hmm.
But Mr. Wiggle is gonna push him in the hole.
I mean, if you would like to enact some sort of social role he's not really interested. He's exceedingly cautious right now.
Sure.
Like, I don't feel bad about that. He set that precedent long before you were threatening to push him.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I think I look up to him and I'm like, she fell.
It's like, is she breathing?
Are you breathing?
No response.
I don't know.
How
I
far?
saw the gold too.
Can you reach her?
Yeah, I'd shake my head no.
Yeah, and he starts like looking around for like rope or something. It's like flipping over the table. Everything in here's like kind of shitty and demolished. It's like looking around.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Watching him.
Wow.
Cool.
He's not really sure what to do here.
One, he finds rope. Okay, yeah. He
Hey.
comes back with something. He comes back with like a tangle of rope here. It's like, shall I lower you down?
I found you in a barrel. How can I trust you? I'll lower you down.
He looks and goes, this is the current head officer in the room. I have decided you will go in the pit.
You go in the pit.
Fiaz's feeble voice, help me.
Aren't you supposed to help people?
My arm hurts. Half that gold is mine.
You hear a gentle cough in the other room.
You're wasting time. Come now. I'm not risking my neck in that pit.
We saved your life.
God
Be
damn
that
it.
as it may. Something very
Right
strange
back
is
in
happening
barrel.
here.
Yeah, I guess. I think I'm going to look for an opportunity as he brings the rope close to me to like heave him in. But other than that, if I don't see one, I'll go for it. I'll go down.
Kill me, man.
Yeah, I mean, like in all honesty, you're probably here, or maybe like a little bit closer. So like at most, he's probably right there. So I mean, you're talking a pretty impressive task to drag him 15, 20 feet against his will, and then heave him into a pit.
Well, I mean, I would feel like he'd come up to like hand me the rope, maybe.
Yeah, that's where he is right now. Like if you're here, if you were keeping track of where he was, like he went into this room over here, he went into this room over here, like you would have lost sight of him for a while. You would have had to step away from the pit.
Sure, but like, doesn't he have to come up to the pit to tie the rope around me?
Yeah, he's got the rope with you right now. So that's what I'm saying. This is definitely your chance here within the next. Damn, I grabbed the wrong one. The next couple feet, yeah.
Sure. So when he comes up, I can go for it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. This is definitely your chance. It's gonna be pretty tough. Like, Booger is aware of this. If he is choosing to make this move, he's like, I gotta grab this guy and drag him 10 feet into this pit.
What can I do to bait him over a little bit? Is there any
I think you
I need your help. Help me lower or something.
I think you would have needed to have given him something earlier on to be like, oh yeah, help me get in the pit. Come on, bring. You know what I mean? Let me see what you got.
You were sketchy.
Hmm.
Yeah, I mean,
Booger he's not good at this.
Yeah, I mean, he's not sitting there no, you're gonna shove me in that fucking pit. He just doesn't trust anyone, and that's been his theme right along.
He's known us for 2 seconds.
I'm gonna do a perception on how starved he looks.
Yeah, I mean, he's not looking well, that's for sure.
Right. Yeah, overall, what kind of wounds, what kind of, what kind of chance?
It looks like
sizing him up.
It doesn't look like he's too injured in the sense of, wound damage, but he's definitely, malnourished. He would take a penalty of some capacity.
Sure.
I imagine you're either doing a straight athletics or a straight strength to just bear hug each other.
Do I get an advantage on surprise?
I'll give you a +10.
Let's do it.
Okay.
In the pit.
Okay, I'm gonna say.
And if not, I'm ready to pull my sword and fight.
Yeah, no, this is where Booger just kills the whole fucking party. So.
Cool.
Booger doesn't trust cops.
I think if
you're gonna kill me by throwing him on top of me.
I think this is 3 checks right now. If you win the first 2, you don't have to worry about the third.
Okay. So I'm rolling strength, which is S, right?
I was gonna say, do you want to use strength or athletics?
Look at my athletics. Athletics.
Okay. Yeah, so, I mean, that's a skill tied behind it.
I'm about to get fucked.
Probably. Okay.
Fuck, how do I roll it? There we go.
Ooh.
Oh, it's only SL1, right? And we have to compete against each other?
3 more.
Yeah, I mean, he failed by more. So you, narrate this for me. How does this look?
I mean, he's going in the pit?
You at least have to succeed one more time.
Alright, well, let's succeed one more time before we narrate, then.
Okay, so at first you just, Bilbo transfixed him.
Yeah, we're tumbling, I assume we're tumbling towards the pit now, so now we're closer to it.
Right, he's closer than you are. You've turned him and you're pressing him in.
Yeah, and I think what happens is I walk up and I look really friendly, right? And so he's goes to help me get the rope around, and then the tentacle snakes out and wraps around his arm, and this and my eyes go red for a second, right? It's it takes a hold of me, and I snarl, and then we start
start tussling.
Yeah.
Oh, you son of a bitch.
No.
All right, we're doing it again.
Yes. In the pit.
I'm passed out. I don't have to roll anything, do I?
Yeah, no, you're just taking more damage when he falls on top of you with a weapon. Yeah,
it's a big
with
pit.
3 more swords in his hand.
It's a big pit. He's being thrown.
It is not a big pit.
It's a tiny pit.
It's not a big pit.
It's a halfling-sized pit.
So so the tentacle completely takes him by surprise. He's bah! And he goes and tries to grab his weapon, and he fumbles with that, and you're just going in the pit. You're just walking right up to it, and the tentacle just knocks him in.
And then we cut back to Nick.
Yeah, right?
Just such a horrible going in the pit.
Jesus. Yeah, I mean, and he just just ass over tea kettle, falls straight fucking down.
Where am I in all of this?
That's 3 damage plus 1d10.
Go ahead and roll a d4, Amanda. Oh, he lands right on top of you.
Oh, damn it.
Right on top of you. Go ahead and roll another
Sorry.
D percentile plus 20.
I'm sorry.
D100 plus 20.
Yeah.
He had to
We
go
are
in
back
the
to
pit.
consulting the crit fact charts.
Did he have to go in the pit, Mike?
He did. He was gonna kill. And don't hate me. I'm just playing Booger the way he was intended.
Oh no!
And Fiazza's cousin has joined the party.
Iafza.
Yeah.
Aziaf.
Okay, so it's on your body. He landed on his head,
Ooh.
so he's probably dead. But Amanda might be too, because that's a tremendously bad roll.
Next thing I would be doing is using that rope to get myself down in the pit to help Amanda, for the record.
Mm.
Oh, so you put the man in the pit, and then you go in the pit?
He goes in the pit to help me, and then his tentacle tries to strangle me instead.
No, it likes you.
It's certainly less of a drop now that there's two bodies in the pit.
Like, I don't get the concept of not wanting to go in the pit, so putting him in the pit, and then going in the pit.
He just doesn't like cops.
He doesn't. I didn't trust. As soon as I found out he was a road warden, I was like, ooh, that's not good for me.
It's completely fine. We were here on legitimate legal means.
Nothing Booger has ever done has been legitimate. Booger still doesn't understand what that means.
It's money.
All right, so he's got a broken jaw.
Ugh.
The crack is a sickening blow under your chin, breaking your jaw. Gain 3 stun conditions, make a challenging endurance test, or gain unconscious, and suffer broken bone major injury.
He's essentially dead.
I mean, if he's not dying soon, I think Mike's gonna kill him. So Amanda, yours is a little different.
Oh no.
Because they don't have anything for over 100. So the 100 is torn apart. The penalty is death, and you are hacked in two. The top half lands in a random direction, and all characters within 2 yards are showered in blood. Which is actually just him, because as we discovered, the pit is...
So the pit is just a wall of blood now.
Yeah, right. Just
sorry.
I have to imagine it's just like he lands on his head and his sword, right, just like is driven between you and his body weight. Just
Can I burn one of them fate counters?
You can. Oh. You can actually.
See, I knew she'd be fine.
Yeah.
I suddenly wake up and roll to the side.
Yeah, So I think what happens is, right, we see him fall. We hear the sword impale, right? Like we hear like that chunk, and then like the rest of the board falls down into the pit and just like slams on top of you. And Booger's just like, uh-oh, right? But the way it's landed is that like the sword that like got you, let's just say it got you in the leg a little bit, right? Doing damage but not actually killing you. Is the sword is propping up that board, so even though it sounded really bad, right, you're just like, but you're not actually dead yet.
Yeah, I'm like, oh no, my leg.
Yeah, right. Took a minor injury.
Guy with his broken face next to me.
Yeah, his jaw just ripped right off.
Oh.
Just like hanging there.
Yeah, so I think there's like a moment where like Booger like comes back to himself and is like, whoops.
Whoops.
Yeah, pretty reasonable.
Whoopsie poopsies.
And then we're gonna be we tie the rope to something in the room and we're going down to get Amanda. And finish him off.
There's precious little to finish. But okay.
And then 12 episodes from now, the jawless soldier comes out.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, I think that's not the night is and we're done yet, but that's everything we need to see in this scene. That was a bloody pile.
Yeah.
So Nick, we're gonna fade to you. The boat has landed. Both Dieter and Richter are, making deals and kind of poking around, the market here in Bieberdorf. What do you want to do?
So real quick, I like the idea of the camera like being on this cop whose jaw is like falling off. And, like it cuts to Rorgel who's like yawning and like he's like scratching.
Yeah, we just
good.
the jaw comes into frame.
Yeah.
That's good. Yeah, that's a nice transition.
All right, Dieter and Richter are schmoozing around town.
Absolutely. They
yeah.
gave you a few leads onto, like, you can talk to this guy about this stuff. This lady always has, silks, but they're overpriced, but people pay really well,
Yeah. What is this town known for?
Bieberdorf? I mean, so Nuln is like a military capital. So kind of like everything riding up to that, there's always like, knockoffs and not quite as good, slightly more expensive, right? Like until you actually get to the center. It's got, I'm pretty sure, I know Nuln's got a pretty big mage academy. I think it also has a big engineers enclave too. I could be wrong about that. I'll have to look. But yeah, like anything like gunpowder is pretty big market here. And like if you travel up the River Reich, which I imagine would be your plan, at least eventually, because you came down it to like make some money and do some trades. The further you get away from Nuln, barring a few areas, the more useful and expensive more money you can make off of guns.
All right, well.
So you're talking like saltpeter or something for like gunpowder.
Yeah, I think that's a good starting point. Let's see what munitions and weapons and everything else we can get.
Sure.
And we're gonna be a gun runner.
Oh fuck yeah, we are. Yeah, no, I'm down with that. So once you give me a social roll, I want to kind of like set the barometer here of like coming into it. What people like. This is your thing. This is like what the merchant does, right? Like you're gonna find somebody who doesn't know what they have, or is like got scales that you can manipulate and make a deal out of.
All right, so haggle.
Yeah, definitely.
All right, I'm gonna refresh the page real quick because this shit is not working for me.
Yeah, that's weird. I don't know why it's giving you so much trouble, but.
Alright, let's try this again. We're haggling.
Yeah, we're haggling.
Alright, apparently we're not haggling, because it does not want to work. Alright.
It's still not
D100, D100 whatever?
D100? Yeah, looking to roll under.
I want to point out that Nick's character doesn't know it, but I just helped his smuggling business get off to the right foot.
I don't know that that's true.
I put the cop in the hole.
Might
Put
have
the cop in the hole!
Did we want the
might
cop in the hole?
have made us wanted people.
Oh, hell yeah. I don't know what your target number is, but that's gotta be below.
30.
Yeah, nice. Okay. So I think... How much money do you have right now that you can, like, throw around?
Let's see here. My current amount is, like, 5 silver shillings, so I imagine 3.
Okay. Yeah. I think we're at a point right now where, with the success, with, like, you've already got a lockdown on a boat, and where it's going back and stuff. I think you can clear 1 crown in profit after like paying Dieter and Richter, like a little extra for using up some of their space and smuggling potentially dangerous items.
Right. Okay. All right. I like it.
Yeah, so it costs you 3 now, obviously, but then then we're cooking when you start selling.
Yeah, exactly. So, all right, down to 2.
Sure. Good with that trade?
Yeah, sounds fine to me.
Okay. Yeah, so he's, guy whatever, just, tallies it all up. I don't know off the top of my head what they traded in. I don't know how stable or unstable saltpeter is in its, raw form, but, it gives you a bag or a barrel, whatever would be situationally appropriate.
Right. I'm just walking around with a sack full of it.
Mm-hmm. Just holding it at arm's length, wide-eyed, screaming.
No one come near me!
Don't come near me! I have a bomb!
Totally
But it's okay, I plan
legal.
on selling it, not exploding it.
No, that's pretty good. There's one other thing I want to do. I was expecting you to have to haggle a little bit, maybe try a couple angles, not just, snap, knock it out first at bat. But, that's a real merchant for you.
Yeah, dude. Expert. Yeah, so I imagine, Dieter and Richter are doing their thing, I'm doing my thing.
Mm.
I'm like I imagine there's a scene where we all kind of make our way back to the boats. I've got all this saltpeter, and Dieter's got 3 chickens.
That's fine, because Richter has a bunch of big cats, and they're way cooler, and everybody likes them more.
Wow.
That's true.
That salt.
Did
Eater.
Rorgel get us a pet? Because he knew how badly we wanted Scorpion Baby?
Aw, Scorpion Baby.
But yeah, I just like that idea of the sun sets and all of us come back to the boat with just completely different items.
Right. Everyone's got just a pile of shit. And you come back and not directly in front of your boat, but too close to be really comfortable, is this dwarf. And he's kind of hunkered down next to this wooden crate. And he's just he's just got a smile on his face and dice in his hand, and he's just looking at you guys as you're coming back to the boat. He's like, come on now, who wants to try it? Try your luck, huh? Oh, but even a penny down is fine. I'll trade with a penny.
I'm gonna look at Dieter and Richter and see how they feel about this.
Yeah, I mean, they're used to kind of shooing people away from the boat pretty regularly. But let's see how this guy does. Oof. They look at him and they're like, seems okay. I'm not gonna play. And they just continue on.
Okay.
But they give you that chance, if you're interested.
Well, yeah, Rorgel is gonna, load up, his cargo, and then he's going to kind of as he's loading things onto the ship, he's glancing over at the guy, what's he got going on over there? What is happening with this? And yeah, eventually Rorgel's gonna walk over there and say okay, I'll bite. What's the game?
Yeah. And he looks up at you. High or low?
Well, let's go high.
Okay. Do you want other people to be around, or would you prefer that he gets to talk to you alone?
Ooh. That's good. Let's have a crowd.
Okay, so he's gotten a couple people. He scuttled down to the next boat, and drew a couple people in. So there's a few people, rolling dice and throwing them beastman bones and whatever, right? And he looks at you and he gives you the business. right? That infamous dwarven nod, as if there's something going on.
Right. Okay, well, like, I'm looking at these people playing this game. I'm trying to make heads or tails of, the game itself, how it's played, and if he's giving me the business that there is something up, I want to see if I know what it is.
Sure. Okay. I don't think they have like an actual insight, do they? Right?
I don't think so. No.
There's a gambling thing.
There's gambling. There's purse. There's intuition, isn't there?
Oh, intuition
No.
would be
Yeah,
great.
there's intuition.
Yeah.
All right, we'll go with intuition then. Uh, 39 is
Nice.
the mark.
Yeah, no, that's exact. Or, I mean, that's good. That's a pass. Yeah, you look at him, and he's definitely working in the crowd for some kind of information. It is not entirely clear what it is, but he gives you the business, and he gives you an eye, and that's he's you know who he's looking at, right? Like, it's a human. Nothing looks particularly remarkable about them. But like you're finally able to, like, with your keen mercantile eyes, you put together that despite being like a little rough around the edges and everything, it's like otter fur lined jacket, right? Like the ring on their finger is like platinum and not just silver, like you might have thought at first, right? Like there's more money than you might have expected on this person.
Right. Okay.
But like that, the target does not seem to be their items, although those are certainly nice and could be a wonderful bonus. But in fact, he's definitely like plying to get them talking, and you understand that he's like, "Be much obliged, friend." If you were able to make a conversation happen.
Yeah. Okay, so where is this person's distance in relation to the game?
They're like just like coming up as like the next shooter or something. I don't know.
Okay.
Does that sound right, Riley?
Yeah, I mean, that's pretty much what it is. That they're playing a good old game of craps. Is that what's going down?
Yeah, I have to imagine it's craps or something very similar. But yeah, they're definitely like throwing dice and everyone's hooting and hollering and.
Good old CeeLo.
Yeah.
Street dice.
Alright, well, I'll, how many people are playing this game at a time?
What's a reasonable amount? What, like 4 or 5? Because you can have different people betting on what's happening, right?
What,
Yeah.
for a game?
Yeah.
A game of craps, you can have a ton of people playing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he had nobody only a couple minutes ago, so I imagine there's like 8 or 9 people like lurking around with like 3, 4 people like actively, and this guy's like just coming up for the next shooter.
Alright, well, I will join in the game after this man is in a few rounds.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I'll just do like a random gambling roll. And we'll get his mood. What is your plan? What is your intention here? You're gonna play and get on his good side, play and lose to him.
Yeah, I'm gonna. That's good.
Good job, Mike.
Whoops.
So yeah, I mean he's on like a crazy hot streak. I think you get the idea with your your earlier intuition. This dwarf is like definitely letting him win. There are like subtle turns of the dice. He's like changed them out once or twice. Like, he is letting this guy win. He's trying to get him engaged in the game. And like a few of the other people have left because they're like, blah blah blah. He's the only one who's winning money. I didn't think it was this good.
Yeah. So I'm gonna see that, and I'm going to step up to the table and say like, "Oh, it looks like you're having a lot of luck. Do you mind if I join you?"
He goes, only if you want to lose some money. And he looks. He's like, "Are you brothers?"
No, I can't say I've ever met this man before.
All dwarfs look the same.
Yeah, he starts snickering. He's like, "You two look alike." And he,
Sir, I think you're being a little racist.
Your money's as good as mine.
I'm not racist, but
I'm not racist. You just all look the same.
He's like, "I'm sorry. I can't tell the difference between you."
Yeah, so I'm gonna step up to the table, put some money down, and roll them bones.
Roll them bones. All right.
Man, teeth, dice, they're very in.
Yeah. So.
Yeah. Everybody just has a pair at this point now.
Everyone's got dice. So you said you want to like play along too, right? Like,
yeah,
you're willing to like forego like a silver to let this kind of happen. I mean, your buddy there will throw an extra one in too, right? As he's moving stuff around, so you don't have to. But he's like, yeah, thank you for helping me out with this.
Right.
So do you even want to bother rolling, or between the two of you?
I mean, it's up to you, man. I mean, I feel like I'm not on necessarily like good terms with this guy. Like, I mean, he's just a grifter who, parked his,
Sure,
his game outside of our vessel.
Yeah.
So I have no connection to this, and he has no loyalty to me per se, outside of he wants my help with something.
Sure.
So
yeah,
I
no,
still
I'm
feel
down.
like he's gonna try to make a buck off of me somehow.
Okay. Yeah. Why don't you go ahead and roll gamble then? I think that's reasonable. Special shout out to Mike's character sheet for always being where I need it when I need it.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah. I mean, I think as you like kind of get caught up into the game a little bit, like mentally you're like, I think he's still like doing this, but like this little dwarf you've met here is quite handy at snaking his way through a game, such that few throws later, I was gonna say hands, but it's definitely not hands with dice, is it? Once again, this human noble, this seemingly noble, is up, quite a few more coins, and quite happy. And he's like, when are we doing this again? When's the next night? And he looks like, I gotta get back soon.
That sounds healthy.
One more. How many times have I heard that one?
Right.
Last one.
yeah, and I'm gonna try and convince him to stick around for a bit. Be like, oh no, come on, you play a few more. You're already up so much. What's a few more games?
It's true. I haven't lost yet, have I? And he goes back in. All right, go ahead.
Yeah.
It's really easy to convince a gambler.
Yeah. Yeah. So I mean, I imagine like with that, like we're having the occasional small talk. I'll ask him what brings him to town. I'll ask him about some of his like apparel that he's wearing because I haven't seen it before, and things like that.
Sure. Yeah, so he's happy to like answer a lot of questions about himself, and then your potential companion here uses that, and he's like, he says, actually, I think you know about old Sprocket's maps, right? And the noble looks, and he, like, counts a couple coins, he puts it down, he's like, I'll wager it for you. And then you, like, get the business again. This is what he needs. So now you have a quick time decision to make, Nick. Are you gonna let the dice decide, or are you gonna let this guy do what he needs to do to get the information?
I'm gonna give him like a nod to be like, okay, I mean, this is I've got you this far, you've taken some money from me at this point.
Yeah, it's true.
I leave it up to you to do whatever you want, and we'll see where this goes.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So as long as he can hit his check, okay. Yeah, he does. He gets it, not by much, but by enough. Yeah. So once again, right? The noble, he's got it. He's like, up or whatever, and he's like, okay, this is the one. You want the maps? I'll bet them for you. And sure as shit, bam, the dwarf takes him to the cleaners. And the noble loses a couple coins, and the dwarf sort of pushes it back. He's like, no, please, all you bet was the information. And the guy's like, all right, yeah, I can get him. I can get you the maps. I know where they are. And the dwarf, like, who has been like pretty lackadaisical and like jovial, right? Having a lot of fun, letting a lot of people kind of come and go, and tossing a little bit of money around. Gets like very serious. He's like, I know you'll bring them to me.
Fuck.
And the noble's like, yeah, and he just like kind of scurries off. Leaves a couple coins as a tip, and
that's right. Always tip your dealers.
Yeah, and the dwarf gives you back, your silver, and gives you one more for your time. And he just sort of looks at you for a minute to see if that was like, yeah, we're dwarfs. We're always going to back each other up. Or if you're like, okay, what the fuck was that? I want this.
Yeah, no. So I think there is some amount of like, camaraderie to be expected among like dwarves.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, like as he's like packing up shop, I would be like, so what's the story?
Sure. Yeah, and so he launches in pretty quickly on it. He goes, I'm Gotek. That's it. And that means
Dragon Ball Z.
Oh,
is that from a Dragon Ball Z game?
Just sounds like
It's Go 10.
let's go time.
yeah.
Yeah, it was just a random dwarf name that the generator came up with.
No, I like it.
That like in universe that means he's like been thrown away from his family. Normally that means they'll go like the Slayer route and just like dedicate themselves to like killing things. This guy clearly went in a different direction.
Yeah.
He's like, I was of Crack Cardine, but no longer. These maps, most of them are just collectors. Old cartographers, old world. Nobles go crazy for that shit. But old man Sprocket, he had the gift. He had the sight. He knew where things were. I think there's more to them when you have them all together. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I think I know what you're saying.
Goes, will you be back through town? You just leaving? I see you've got your boat.
So what is the story between like the rest of the party and me, and like what did we have a plan to rendezvous here?
The goal would have been the rest of the party got dropped off at the little signal house. Dieter and Richter were coming up to this town to make some trades and hang out for a day, and then sail back and pick you guys up, bring you back to Nuln. Hopefully, that you were going to return the ring to Oldenhofer, I think.
Right.
And then it was whatever, right? You were getting 10 gold coins out of that ring job.
Yeah.
Do we? Is that what we're calling it now?
What?
I don't think we should call it that.
A ring job.
It's probably
Sounds
not the name
fine.
we want.
Can't win tonight.
It's fine. It's fine. Yeah, like, I mean, I'll let them know, like, I'm just gonna be, in town for, a day or so, but...
We can come back.
Yeah, like, if there's money to be made here, I'll definitely make my way back.
Once we get our own boat.
Okay. Yeah, he's like, like the fool said, I won't have the maps right away. It'll take him a few days to get them ready, and if you have transportation or else just some able bodies, a few of my friends and I will be going out to follow these maps. I would cut you in for, at least 10% of everything we found.
He's got able-bodied friends without broken legs.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like, oh,
There-
I know the perfect group, and it just cuts over to like Finn like leaning up against the wall, like trying to put his leg back into place. Booger's tentacle pulling the rope with out of the hole.
My leg all
dude.
dangling.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so you're gonna cut me in on 10% of what is found.
Oh, at least.
So how can I be sure that this sprocket, or that was the name you had for it, right?
Yep. Old man Sprocket.
Yeah, Old Man Sprocket, his maps lead anywhere. Like you said, these nobles, they view maps like these as collector's items that don't really, mean much other than that. How do I know that these maps are any different?
Yeah, I think he he was mostly just playing on like a little map that he put out and everything, so he didn't have much to clean up, right? But he's just like got the dice in his hand, and he just like, nothing's a sure thing, boss. But hey, I wouldn't lie to
Life's
another
a
dwarf.
gamble.
My information's as good as I can tell. I'm going out there.
All right. Yeah, I'll sit on that, and then I'll be back through town at some point, and I'll come hunt you out. What was your name again?
Well, it's not Go Tanks, I'll say that much.
It's close enough. Go 10.
I like it.
I think it was Go 10.
Go Tech.
Go,
It was
Go
Go
Tech.
Tech.
Yeah, it's Go Tech.
Go Tech.
It can be
Go
Go
10.
10.
You just start calling him Go 10 and it sticks.
Yeah, he's Go
Yeah.
Go Tech.
Yeah. So
Yes.
I have this man's name, and I imagine he's gonna, tell me about like locations that he sets up in and all that.
Yeah, I mean, I think he knows, and you'll forgive me for not knowing exactly where I want the map to go yet, but he knows in universe. He's like, I expect, a lot of the maps deal with such and such mountain regions.
Right.
So it'll be a bit of a trek, that's for sure. But yeah, he's got a plan for you guys if you're interested.
Cut
Yeah.
back to the other group who's
Mm-hmm.
bandaging themselves up.
Yeah, no, definitely. I want to.
Screaming.
I mean, Mike, the dude's dead, but you can stab him if you want, right? Like, and
If he's dead, I'm not stabbing him because I don't really want my party to know I killed him.
Oh, yeah, sure. They'll never notice.
It fell.
Well, yeah. I'll
Oh
just
my
be like,
god, he was
he
trying
fell.
to help me and fell in the hole. That poor sweet copper.
I mean, if they put two and two together, I'll just be like, you fell.
Yeah, I did it.
I think I'll just keep saying he fell, but make it more obvious I'm lying.
Mm-hmm.
Am
The
I
tentacle
conscious
just
now?
comes out and just is shaking his head no. And starts pointing at Mike.
Yeah, no, that's fair. Yeah, I mean, I think it's later that night, Fiazza gets up pretty soon thereafter, right? She's only out for 20 minutes or so. Your arm is definitely sore, very sore, bruised. You can't use it super well. It'll take most of the night before you get like full mobility in it, but it's there, which is impressive.
Yay!
You're at 1 HP or 1 wound, but it's a far cry away from negative 29. Riley,
With that?
it'll take you a day.
I'm like still unconscious for like a whole day?
I think it's the next morning, so why don't you go ahead and roll a I think it's resilience.
Wait,
So for
Am I still in the hole?
No, they got you out.
Yay!
yeah, for what it's worth, like Booger does help and does like get his party members situated so they're okay. Right, like we lay Riley out and we like try to bandage
I mean,
his
you just don't
wound
have
and-
any like training though. I don't think.
Oh yeah, no, it's
Yeah.
bad. Probably makes it worse, but
Go
All
ahead
the
and,
No,
go ahead and-
don't
booger gunk in the leg
go ahead and roll
wounds.
toughness, Riley.
Yeah. Let's see here. Da-da-da-da.
also,
Toughness.
how many gold coins are in that corner?
Anything for the modifier?
I saw
No,
those
you're
gold
leaving
coins
it
too.
As is.
I'm not gonna steal them.
Oof. Four
For what?
gold coins.
No. Man, I tripped over 4 coins.
4 gold coins is pretty substantial.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Okay.
That was.
I don't know. I come from nobility.
Well, that's true, but that's like a month's wages.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, everyone's getting one, and then I don't know what we do with the last one.
Let's see.
Yeah, I think Finn is up, but you are just like you're not even hobbling at this point. You're still just like very much on the floor, bedridden.
Okay, I'm just like, ooh! 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 I'm just looking at my knee.
And it's just like
It's-
leg adjacent.
It's Ookie.
Ooh! Ooh!
It'll be fine.
Oh, what is
Scar-
this goo on my leg? What happened?
Booger-
I
Booger
help.
Tried to patch you up.
Oh no. Oh god, I'm gonna be sick.
Mhm.
I puke a little bit.
Yeah, I mean you have to.
Yeah. Did we
You make
find anything else?
I'll give you a full list of everything.
Awesome.
It's mostly like I said, a lot of like tradey, just like living shit. But you got a couple weapons out of the deal.
Did we find a cane?
No, there was no cane.
Is there anything that could be used like a cane, like a stick?
Yeah, definitely. There's like a lot of just like wood and timber lying around for sure.
Alright. So, I got a
Do you-
stick.
Do you ask about the cop, Amanda?
I kind of go, oh, he's down in the hole. Did he fall trying to help me? The
Yeah.
Good Samaritan.
Yeah, went
What?
right over.
Did we? I saw gold in that room though. Did we get that gold?
Yep. Yeah, I'm like jingling it.
How many is there?
I just show you.
It's
I don't.
jingling.
Yeah, I don't
Many.
count. Yeah, I hold it out.
We-
I don't hide any.
Okay. Oh, let's split it among us.
We got gold.
Yeah. I mean, I kind of feel bad for Riley. He's gonna need probably a little bit more for his medical expenses.
There's
I
a
have no
point.
health insurance, guys.
I'm an independent contractor.
These
These aren't even my clothes.
All right. Well, I'm
Amanda.
taking my what's up.
There's a point where like we're talking and you're like, "Oh, did he fall in?" And I'm like, "Yep." And then like as you turn the walk away, I lean in and whisper, and it's like kind of creepy. My voice has like a little bit of a demonic undertone, and I just go, "I don't like road wardens."
And I didn't hear that, right?
No, you hear it, but then when you like look back at me, I look confused, like I didn't quite know what I said.
What
Did I
was
hear
that?
What?
I heard you whisper something. You doing all right?
I just like shrug, like I don't remember it.
Uh,
All right. Well, I take my gold piece.
Of course.
I reach my little arm out towards the goal.
It's like no face. uh,
Uh,
uh.
If you agree, man, I'm fine with giving him 2.
Yeah, I'm like Booger. Like, look how messed up his leg is. Like, he's gonna need a little bit more help out of
I
your
patched it
shop.
up.
Yeah, like he's not walking yet. I'm a little concerned. I gotta take care of my cousin.
Yeah, I'm cool with giving him the 2, but I also think he knows that we're giving him the 2.
Yeah, we
Right,
can make
like-
it clear. We can make
Yeah.
it clear.
Like this
Like
is
this,
buying.
we're doing this for you.
Like no more attempting to put harnesses on me.
but
That's what we're buying right now.
He helped us out. Like he patched you up. He dragged me out of that hole. Couldn't do nothing for the poor road warden.
Just fell right in.
all right, but no more shenanigans.
Who, me? And my like tentacle points at my face.
Yeah.
Yes.
Never.
Booger theme music starts playing. We cut to commercial. Okay.
Classic booger.
So, Riley, you haven't had a chance to do a whole lot tonight, so is there anything in particular you want to accomplish?
Drag myself. No, I'm gonna have them carry me
Yeah.
Yep.
and to look around.
We can't just walk around for you.
I want a fancy cane and I want a cool hat. Does anyone have a hat? Carry me around.
You can have a piece of wood and buy a fancy cane later, and you can have one of these dead guys' hats.
Yeah, the
What
road
are the
warden.
heads?
The road warden captain actually has a pretty decent hat.
But that's in the
right.
hole.
No, he wasn't wearing it because they took it off him to wear and be obnoxious when they put him in the thing. They didn't give him a hat.
All right.
It's it's kind of like a bowler. It's the one that's got like the upturned edges. I know it's got a different name. I just can't think of it.
Okay.
And it has a feather in it. Like a ragged, dusty looking red one.
A fedora?
No, it's not a
It's
fedora.
red.
Oh, it's a fedora?
I don't think
I'm
so.
taking it.
What a fedora. Are those
I'm
kibbles on the ground?
Yeah, what's that brown stuff?
Kibble? I don't
Is that
think,
more
I think-
gold?
Yeah, I think it was money at one point.
Nom 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 nom.
All right. I'm wearing that
Alright,
hat.
you-
It makes me
you
feel
can-
a little bit better.
If, if it makes you feel better, you can have the hat.
Thank
But
you.
there's just a bunch of like broken benches, and you'll have to make do for now.
All right. I guess.
You have 2 whole gold pieces. You can get your leg patched up, and you can buy a cane.
I take the stick and I start like wrapping some of the beastman teeth around it.
Ugh.
Ew, what the fuck, dude?
Just dangling there.
I think it's
Kind of like a
I think it's a derby hat, is what it seems to be.
derby hat.
Yeah,
Alright.
because the fedora has the crease in it for starters, and the bowler is just a concave or convex top.
Think of fedora as this thing you do.
Yeah,
This little hat.
yeah, it's not a fedora. It's got the upturned edges. I'll find a picture of what I'm looking for.
Are you talking about a pork pie hat? You
Hold
talking
on,
about
I
the
found one.
Heisenberg wears?
What the fuck's a pork pie hat?
Yeah, this is very important. What hat this? I need to know.
Pork
You
pie
said
hat
it was a
looks like it's
derby
got a
hat?
flat top. This has no seam.
Okay.
It's just completely over the top of it. Hold on.
You said a derby hat?
I think it's a derby hat. Yeah.
This is definitely worth figuring out.
Yeah.
It's important.
This is what we do now. We just talk
Was
about
it-
hats.
What was it?
I
Oddjob's
didn't have to
hat?
do
Did
anything.
we decide on pork pie? My thing cut out.
It's not a pork pie hat.
Aw.
Why can't I like pork pie hats?
It's not a
Is
pork
it-
pie hat.
Is it
Odd
just a
Jobs hat?
straw
It
hat?
might, yeah, and well, Oddjob's hat
A
should just be a
Hollywood-
straight bowler.
A Hollywood English Derby hat.
I'm getting a hat. Fuck it.
Are you taking my hat?
Oh god.
No, it's your. You can have the hat.
Oh, I found it.
Little do we know,
Pretty sure
Rorgel got
about
us all cool matching team hats.
Yeah. Hey guys, I'm back. We got hats.
We got hats.
And we
Look at all
just
the
like
hats.
we all jump cheer, and then
Cheer.
that's the end of the episode.
Everyone jump cheers, and by jump cheers I mean
We like hobble and fall.
hobbles in pain.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm talking about. Nice
Yeah.
little
Yeah.
derby hat.
Oh, a derby hat.
Oh, shut the fuck up. I already said
God
that.
damn it. It's got a little feather in it and everything.
I'm gonna buy this hat.
Do not wear that hat. It's bad.
Uh-oh, someone unplugged.
Yep.
Echo. Damn it.
Who did it?
I
Me.
think it was Amanda.
Damn you,
Oh, no.
Amanda.
Yeah, my thing is bugging on me.
That's fine. We're about to finish up. I wanted to give Riley at least a moment before I set up.
So glad I could show up to play, you guys. I did so much.
It's okay.
But yeah, I mean, I got my hat, I got my stick. I'm not walking yet, but I'm gonna have them carry me everywhere.
Yeah. Okay. So this is actually going to be the last scene then. Y'all are hanging out, right? Like you've dragged Riley. Are you in like one of these beds down here? They're pretty filthy, but they're at least off the dirty floor.
I mean, I'm literally covered in like 5 different types of blood.
Yeah, no, that's true. That's true.
I
So
think I'm okay.
nothing actually. No issues here. Okay.
I'm covered in this man's head puddle.
Where,
Head puddle.
yeah. Where is everyone else? Are you kind of like hanging out in bed too? Is somebody on watch? Is somebody poking around the fire or sniffing around for more gold?
Yeah, one of us should probably be keeping a lookout for our boat friends, because they weren't supposed to be gone long.
They're supposed to be gone 3 days. Has it been over 3 days?
How
What's
many
happened?
days has it been?
You would need to be waiting another full day before you would expect to see them.
Alright, I'm just getting us food, and I'm eating all the food down here.
Okay. And
I'm
then
guessing
I'm
Mike,
Riley
getting us
is too.
food, and then I'm eating it all.
yeah, Mike, where are you at?
I'm concerned why the food isn't like perishable.
I think I'd spend the day poking around the rest of the ruins. If we're like doing a full day montage here.
Yeah, well, I wanted to know where everyone was that night. That night, the morning of.
Oh, the morning of, I'm back with the party.
Okay,
just
so everyone's just
chilling.
kind of hanging out, just staying out of the sun, staying out of the way.
Yeah, Booger's teaching his tentacle tricks.
Okay. Yeah, so what you hear
Cool
is
handshake.
someone moving the rubble away from like your stairwell up over here, right? And then like the sounds of several feet coming down the stairway. And then someone's like, "Holy shit." Like yeah, what was that name? Yeah.
Kurt?
Yeah, Ken.
Oh.
Hey, Ken! Ken, are you in there?
Ooh, I'm mad. I'm mad.
And they're like, "Hey, if you're in there, you come out slow, huh? We got like 9 archers out here. You better fucking watch it." Do you answer?
Okay,
Do we want to assume that they know who Kurt is? Like what he looks like?
He said, did he say Ken or did he say Kurt?
He said Ken, but it sounds like they're calling for Kurt. I don't think they know him too well.
I don't know. Someone just go stab him in the face.
I mean, but they got like 9 archers. Where are we down here?
You're all.
Are we near that other entrance?
Yeah, I'm gonna say you're all somewhere in this room or in this room. Like
I'm
they,
sure
they
they're
have no
full of
line
shit.
sight on you. Mike,
Can I roll to see
what are
if
you
they're
doing?
full of shit?
Yeah, you can roll.
What is that? Insight
Yeah. What's Booger doing?
or intuition?
Booger's looking for orators.
Okay. Okay, so yeah, go ahead and roll that.
Am I rolling
insight.
intuition as well?
Yeah.
Booger's just waiting. He doesn't have intuition.
Why? Clicking
They got
it,
like
it's not
9
doing
archers.
anything.
Come on! They got like 9 archers, guys!
I keep clicking it and it does nothing.
Hey,
You literally can only
you
heal
did the same
one
thing I
person
did.
in the other room.
Yeah, that was what Nick was having trouble with too. Just roll a d20 or a d100 shit. Yeah, Fiaza, you are like, oh my god, they know
They
Kurt.
got like 9 archers.
Yeah, you didn't even, you're mind filled and they're like, oh, they know Kurt. Oh god, they're here for him. We're dead.
Even though they're saying Ken.
Yeah, they're literally
But
like,
they must mean Kurt.
what's his name? Oh yeah, Ken. Yeah, okay. Hey Ken, you down here? Intuition. Okay. Yeah, Riley, I think that you're like, I don't know that it's 9 archers plus a dude, and I don't know that archers would be terribly effective in this environment, but they've got guys.
Okay.
What do you does anybody say anything to Booger, or do we like hard cut on the party looking at each other like, oh shit, what do we do?
Quick, is our HP better at this point?
You
I
might
still
have
at
one
one?
more HP. Gonna have to roll.
Do I get one more?
You might get one more, you're gonna have to roll.
Oh,
What do I
what
roll?
am
Well, I want to know what the
think-
party's ending on.
Okay, what's
Oh,
Booger doing?
God.
Booger is going to hide somewhere in the room, and if they come in and it looks dangerous, he'll jump them. That's
Okay.
his plan right now.
He's just morphing into a pile of rags as he's done
Yeah.
so many times in his life.
Literally, just like his arms slink in, then his head goes down, and there's just a pile of
Alright.
rags.
Aren't I just stuck in the bed? I can't do anything. Just,
Yeah, you're mostly just on the bed.
Alright,
Yeah, if they come down
I'm
and see
just like
Cliff-
shoving Finn under the bed and I'm getting under the other one.
Okay, so everyone's hiding. Okay, cool.
Yeah, we're hiding.
All right. Yeah, that's what we're on then. And it's like you can just hear, they're in that stairwell. They're like, "We're coming in. I swear to God, Ken, if this is some kind of fucking trick." Oh, Jesus. Is that a guy's head puddle? What the fuck? And that's the episode cuts. So, all right, everybody. Thank you so much for sticking through all of that awfulness.
Yeah.
What? Do you think we needed the Road Warden?
Probably.
I didn't even
Well, he's
know
in
he
the
was
hole
there.
if you need him now.
Yeah, let's go check the hole.
Jeez.
That's where he is. This is where we just start yeah, we're Ken.
Yeah, we're good. All right, cool. Well, thank you everyone for hanging out with us. Thanks everybody for watching and all of you for playing. Really appreciate it. We're picking up a
you.
little momentum. Game's starting to make a little more sense now that we're doing combat right and skills right. And
I had fun.
yeah, we know the characters a lot better, even if Finn only got about 3 lines tonight.
It's
They were
good.
the most important lines. He's got a hat.
He does have a
I
nice
do.
hat. He does have a nice derby hat.
He got a hat and 2 gold coins out of all this.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
All right, cool. Well, we're gonna get out of here. Everybody have a good night. We'll see you in 2 weeks. 1 week for the D&D
Night.
game.
Follow if
Bye.
you haven't already.
Or get to
And-
Oh,
Like,
Yeah,
comment,
robots will
subscribe.
keep screaming
And-
at you.
Next
and-
Tuesday,
Oh,
Dave's gonna
that's-
have a new show.
Oh, that's true. We have a new show coming next Tuesday.
Ooh, what's
Hey.
that? What's that new show?
Booger's gonna
Give
run a
us-
game.
Give us our little
Ooh.
promo here.
And that's all we get right now.
Ooh, fancy.
Tune in Tuesday. What do I roll to get more help?
Tuesday. Yeah. Good luck. All right. Bye.
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 Bye.